I think I owe Brett Kavanaugh an apology. Let me explain. I think I owe Brett Kavanaugh an apology because when he brought out his calendars as his only line of defense to claim that he didn't do something he clearly did, I was like, this guy's insane. But now that I am a part of the firm paper calendar club, paper calendars have gone by the wayside as I've grown up. We are the digital generation. So as the contrarian I am, I thought, why don't we retreat back to paper calendars? And also my mom gifted me one for Christmas last year. So, it wasn't a choice that I made, more a decision that was thrust upon me. And I'm glad it was thrusted because there's nothing you can do to make me throw away this calendar. There's nothing you could do to make me part with it. And if someone accused me of doing something that I very clearly did, but I wanted to claim I didn't, I would just pull out this calendar. That wasn't my point, but that was funny. The thing is, if someone was trying to say, oh, Charlotte did this at this time, and it said, no, Charlotte was in Grand Rapids, Michigan when this happened, I would pull it out because that is my lifeline. That is the Bible that I live by, So, that's really something I've been stewing over because I just got a new calendar because it's a new year. And I wanted to rectify a mistake I made last year. Last year, my New Year's resolutions, I made them far too broad, far too immeasurable. Resolutions like watch more movies. What is more? You can't quantify more. Resolutions like eat more potatoes. Again, what is more? We don't really be a better person. We can't. There's no way of knowing that you've achieved this. Yes, you have this deep rumbling in your soul to let you know, yes, I'm on the right path or I'm on the wrong path, But there wasn't a way that I could, check it off. It wasn't like a bingo board space that I can stamp in with those little fucking paint circle thingies, when you stamp it in bingo and it makes the most satisfying little squish. That's what I wanted to do with my New Year's resolutions this year. And I would like to make it clear that I will be doing absolutely nothing to make these come true. I'm hoping that just by living my life, just in the normal course of my existence on this planet, it will just fall into my lap. These things will be accomplished without me having to do any real work. You'll see what I mean, because the first one I want to do this year is to meet someone who can use nunchucks. I feel like it's a lost art. I feel like encountering someone like a big bad villain with nunchucks was one of my top 3 fears. That and quicksand, And like quicksand, I've never encountered it in my daily life. But, I feel like I'm the type of person that would get along with someone who had a nunchuck phase. I don't really like the knife throwing or handling things. I'm not a big fan of that. But nunchucks, I feel like in its inception, that's not the word I'm looking for, in its spirit, it is, a tool that we use to, not kill someone. We want to disarm them. We want to make them stop in their tracks, but we don't want to maim or injure them. You know what I'm saying? It's stopping them without injuring them. I think that is such a power move. So I really want to meet someone who uses nunchucks and really talk to them about, how do they feel about the ramifications of using such an item? All right. A second thing, I want to decide definitively how I feel about the jean jacket. Now, I think the jean jacket as a concept, I enjoy it. There's some parts that I don't like. Believe it or not, I am a big fan of the Canadian tuxedo. Hell, I rocked one the other day. But I want to figure out how I feel about a jean jacket on me. Okay, when I was in high school, wore my mom's jean jacket, and I think it's a great jean jacket for her, but not for me. And then when I was about to go into my senior year, I got a jean jacket from Buffalo Exchange. It's like St. John's or something. I don't know. And I like it, I think, but I want to decide definitively how I feel. I'll rock a Canadian tuxedo, but I don't really know entirely how to style it otherwise. And I feel like it just doesn't go with me, when you wear something, you're that doesn't, it's not that it doesn't feel like me, because I look at it and it's that feels like I hate using the word spirit or soul for the third time, but that feels like me. That feels like my aura, but it doesn't look good on me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to decide definitively how I feel. Next one, I want to solve the mystery of Amelia Earhart. I think I'm just going to wake up one day and just know, like, was she eaten by giant crabs? Did she just like run out of fuel and like die over the Bermuda Triangle or something like that? Like, I've watched the BuzzFeed Unsolved Amelia Earhart video more times than I care to admit, all right? It's probably 5. That wasn't so hard admitting it. I've seen the BuzzFeed Unsolved Amelia Earhart video at least 5 times, right? And again, I'm not going to do any research if I don't feel called to do so, but this does feel like something that I would go investigate. I want to get to the bottom of it, because anytime someone asks me, like, dead or alive, who would you want to have dinner with? The infamous Gossip Girl question, right? My answer is Amelia Earhart. Like, yes, she was cool. Yes, she was a pioneer of her time. Women pilot, whatever. Has the best name for a pilot too. Air, but not spelled like air. That's so mysterious, and I love it. But like, what happened to her? That's what I want to know. I want to sit down and ask you what happened start to finish. Okay? She's talking. I'm listening. Next one, I want to find the secret third shoe. Let me explain. So we know sneakers, right? We know the tennis shoe, the running shoe, the casual shoe, the ultra casual, the I'm going to the grocery store shoe. Then on the complete other side of the spectrum, we have a high heel. We have the equivalent of a man's shoe. I'm not familiar with menswear. I'm a lady, all right? But I need something in the middle. I have these big chunky loafers, which I think I might do an entire separate video on how much I love these loafers, but they still feel way too fancy to me, I need something in the middle that's not too formal. It's more of an everyday, but it's an elevated everyday. It's like I'm doing my errands, but like I'm a lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, because all the sneakers I buy, not all, but usually I buy men's sneakers just because I like the styles better. Because whenever they go to design a sneaker for women, they make it pink. And don't get me wrong, pink is cool, but then they also make it like, how the default t-shirt for a woman is like a V-neck? It's like that, but with shoes. And I just can't stand that. Give me my cotton crew neck. God damn it. Okay? So I need to find the secret third shoe. They're hiding it from me. I'm going to find it. This one is also, like, I'm not going to go look for it, but I spend all of my free time on Pinterest, So I'm bound to come across it, and you will know when I do. Like, I won't tell anyone, but there will be signs. The next one, I want to finally read Twilight. It's time. I just did a Twilight movie marathon rewatch, okay? And I really just want to see exactly how it fits into the 9/11 to 50 Shades of Grey pipeline. I want to witness that moment in history. And I feel like also reading bad YA books or YA books that are said to be bad, but they're really just misunderstood. That is my favorite subgenre. So I will be rereading Twilight. I will be not like going out of my way to buy the books. I will be borrowing books. If they are at a thrift store that I'm at, I will purchase the one, but only if I'm like on that one. Like if I'm out and I'm looking for Twilight New Moon, or I'm subconsciously looking for Twilight New Moon, and Twilight Breaking Dawn presents itself to me, I'm not going to buy it because I'm not ready for it yet. That's not my copy, right? So I'm going to I'm going to read Twilight for the first time. Next one, and this one's really near and dear to my heart, all right? I want to own a glue stick, follow up, find every excuse possible to use said glue stick. I feel like we as a society forget the joy and whimsy that comes when you use a glue stick, right? When I was given a glue stick, God forbid a purple glue stick, and I had to glue a piece of paper to another piece of paper, there was not a part of that piece of paper that was not sopping wet with glue, right? So, and especially if it's the purple one, like you have to make every part of it purple. Or you can make fun designs, but if you made the fun designs and neglected the corners, like you weren't doing it right. So we were doing a lot of taping and decorating this holiday season with Nutcracker and stuff like that. So, but we didn't have a glue stick, and I felt so sad because I would have loved to. Like that's a very natural motion to me. I don't know if you know what this is, gluing it and then pressing it down. Glad I could articulate that to you. Next one is hone in on my cursive capital letters. Another artsy craftsy one. Last month it was November, right? And it wasn't until halfway through November that I sat down and I said, God damn it, I need to figure out how to write a cursive N. I need to do it. And earlier, actually, like a long time ago, I moved in with a guy and his name is Evan, right? And I had to write Evan a lot. And I realized I can't write a cursive E. Thank God I call Emily Bim, because I would have ran into this ages ago, right? I can write a cursive B, fine, no problem, all right? It's a B, God damn it. So, but the E, like the little curly Q at the top, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's probably backwards the way I'm doing this right now, but like the little curly Q at the top took a lot of practice, and now I can confidently say I can write an E. N, still ever elusive to me. God forbid you need me to write an M. Actually, no, I think my M's are pretty okay. D for December, bad, horrible, awful. My O's are top notch. My C's are top notch. My G's are top notch. Like a lot of them are really good, but there are just some that are really not looking good. So I need to really figure it out, okay? And I want to find my own little personal little stylistic way to do all these capital letters, because I feel like the way I write an A is not the way the plebeians do it. So I really want to find my way to write the letter N. You know what I'm saying? But I want it for all the cursive capital letters. None of them can go unchecked. Next one, I want to find my foundation shade. This might be a little hard because I only wear makeup when I'm performing, right? And I just got a new bottle of foundation. And no matter what, I will always mix my foundations. I will mix a shade that's not right for me with another shade that's not right for me, and then it'll make a third shade that's not right for me, and I'll slap it all over my face and be like, why do I look like shit right now? You know, so I really want to rectify this situation, but once again, like, I'm not going to go to Sephora and make a lady talk to me. Actually, maybe I should do that. I can make a new friend. Do I go to Sephora or Ulta? Let me know in the comments down below what I should do. Next one, this is more of like, you know, a challenge, is to never set foot in a Walmart. Growing up, I think the concept of a Walmart was so foreign to me because the only Walmart that was close was like 20 to 30 minutes away, and it was right next to a Target. So it was like I never really had to go in there. I would just always go to the Target, you know? Like there's no reason why I would explicitly need to go to a Walmart. You know, and now like I feel like since I didn't grow up with this familiarity with it, this friendship with Walmart, like every time I go in, I just feel so anxious, like and antsy. Like I think in the Gummy Bear album video, we go to a Walmart, and if you look, there's a distinct gleam in my eye of me just not wanting to be there, because Walmart's, I don't know what they do, they set me on edge, and I don't like it one bit. And it's something like, Walmart reminds me of Orlando as a city. Like when I went there, like everything was centered around Disney consumerism nonsense. I think that was because we were staying so close to the parks, so obviously it's going to be like geared to that. But like, it just made me so anxious for the state of our world. The earth is dying, people. The earth is dying. Can you hear it? Because I can. The earth is dying, and I never want to set foot in Walmart. That is my resistance to climate change. Next one, I want to learn how to give myself a blowout. I own a hairdryer. Do I own a brow brush? Absolutely not. But when I got my hair cut this summer, one of the best haircuts of my life, top 2 at least, she gave me the most glorious blowout I've ever seen in my life. And you know, like, I can't say that, but you know what the girls would do before One Direction concerts? They get all pretty and act like One Direction was going to point them out and bring them on stage. It literally felt like that, because I got my blowout done before I went to a Niall Horan Delwater Gap concert. That's what it felt like. I felt like I was getting all dolled up to be pulled up on stage and sing This Town with Niall Horan, right? So I want to learn how to have that feeling whenever I want. And like similarly, I think this is one of my other one. Yes, make my second day hair look good. I just want to figure out my hair. My friend Esther told me that she needs to like do my hair. And I said right back, yes, and you need to teach me how to do it. And I also will not be using a diffuser. It's just like the way hair dryers work is none of my business. Like I don't want to know. I should know. My mom uses one every time she gets out of the shower. All power to her. And like, that's the thing. Like, you know, it said like, if your mom knows how to braid hair, you don't know how to braid hair. That's kind of how it is. Like my mom doesn't know how to braid hair, so I'm the bomb at braiding hair. My mom does know how to use a blow dryer. it's like an extension of her arm when she uses it on herself. And that's why I don't know how to use a hairdryer, because my mother was nice and did it for me. And I know that at the drop of a hat, I could ask her, can you blow dry my hair right now? Bitch will get on a flight, come to Texas, and blow dry my hair for me. That's love right there. Second, I want to learn how to make my second day hair look good. This is my 4th, 5th, 9th day hair probably. I'm at the end of Nutcracker season, so my skin, my hair, everything is just crying out for help. So just don't look at my hair today. Actually, never look at my hair. It's mine, not yours. Next thing, I want to decide what my favorite music video is. I used to be really into music videos. My mom had this ancient laptop. Well, at the time, it wasn't ancient. It was like of the time, but it was HP, I think. And it was silver. And I used to just watch so many music videos all the time on it. And also, like, when I was at my friend Katie's house, I think that was one of the one things we could watch were music videos whenever we wanted on YouTube. We couldn't watch anything else on YouTube, but music videos were fair game, okay? Because it was culture. It was education that we were taking part of. And I remember really loving, oh no, and it was also like, oh my goodness, this is ancient. Comcast, I think it was, they had this specific section where you can like watch music videos on your TV. It was like Vivo or something, I think. Yes. And like, we used to watch those all the time. So much Pink. I just unlocked core memories. So much Pink. Just Give Me a Reason. That was all I wanted to listen to. So much Macklemore. Rude by Magic. Wow, this is crazy. I'm like shaking with excitement. I can't wait to talk to her about this. All right, and I think this is the last one. Find a good microwave kettle corn. We all know the best microwave popcorn for like that movie theater popcorn flavor is the Costco brand one. And Jason always puts salt and pepper on his popcorn, and I have taken to do that as well. I just popped a bag of popcorn when I went to see Wicked for the 3rd time. And I took it in a gallon bag with my salt and pepper. So I had the exact snack that I wanted while watching one of the best movies I've ever seen in my goddamn life. But I want to find a kettle corn. Now, I do remember liking one microwave kettle corn. I don't remember at all what it is. But I don't like it to be too candy. I kind of want it to be like a hint of kettle corn. You know, like pop chips, the pop crisps, pop thins. It's little triangle things. That's what I want, but as popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. How much time have I been talking? Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see if I can think of another New Year's resolution on the spot, but if not, I'm just going to end this video. I think that's it. I want to send the letters more. You know what? No, I can't say that. I can't say more or less because that's a whole part of my thing. I want to send people letters. I have one pen pal, Elizabeth Swisher, and we've only sent like one letter back and forth. So I really want to keep that going. Gain some pen pals. That's my other one. But my real New Year's resolution, and like no shit, no giggles, no shade, no tea, just straight facts. My other one, I came across this quote on Pinterest, right? And you know me, Pinterest quotes are like hit or miss. But it said, shine without the desire to be seen. And I've really been having a reckoning with this. You can go back to my summer favorites video. And I was talking about like, if I don't share an aspect of my life with someone, how do I prove that it existed? Does it hold any more value than like, do you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, because I shared it with someone, does it inherently have more value than if I just keep it to myself? I was watching The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and at the end, like, Walter Mitty, he goes on this whole big escapade and, like, this adventure to try to find this guy so he can look for this one photograph that he took because apparently it got lost. And when he finds this guy, they talk about the photograph, whatever, but they were also on the top of some mountain, and he was photographing snow leopards. And they were talking really quiet and making no noise so the snow leopards would come out. And then the snow leopard comes out. And he's like, oh my God, look. And then he just sits and looks at it. And he's like, are you going to take the picture? And he goes, no. If I really like a moment, like me, myself, like it, sometimes I don't take a picture. I just want to stay in it as long as possible. And I really just, I wish I could relate to that. You know, like, I wish that I was more content with just living my life as it comes and not trying to prove that I lived it, not trying to live it a certain way. Like, do I even want to, I was just going to talk about, like, I was on a walk one day and I saw the most gorgeous sunset. And when I looked at it, I was so happy that there was some sort of order in the universe. Like, I felt in that moment that I had some sort of control over anything. I don't know. It was just like this inexplicable feeling that I had when I looked at it. And it was just a sunset. And at that moment I was thinking, like, how can I articulate this to someone else? But then I realized I don't necessarily have to. You know, some things I can just live and just have be mine and not have to worry about even sharing it with someone else. Like, I just read Grendel by John Gardner, and I was trying to journal about how I felt about it, like, when I was reading it, how I felt about the themes of the book and what it was exploring, and I was trying to put it into words, but I couldn't. And so many times I have these big feelings, I guess, like big all-encompassing things that just happen in my brain, and I cannot for the life of me put it into words. And when I sit here with you and I try to put it into words, I feel stupid, or I feel like people don't understand me in it, and it makes me feel embarrassed, or it's like I try my best to, like, actually do the feeling justice, and then I'm sad that I can't. I don't know. So I guess my New Year's resolution is to live deeply in the moments I will never be able to express. Like, live my life for myself unapologetically. Just, and here I say that while sharing everything about my life on here, but I don't know. Yeah, do with that as you will. Shine without the desire to be seen. Because when you shine, we shine. This year better be good, okay?